Very cool. I try to make some regular still ones as well. So I hope it... All right, let's get started. Hello.
Yo.
Yo, what up? I wish I had a freaking deep voice like you. Like that's so sick. I love it. Like you like do like evil laugh. Just do an evil laugh. Not like a deep one, like a boss laugh, you know? Yes, I love it. It's so cool. It's so deep. It's so amazing. I love it. Love them all, right? Look how cool. It's so suave.
Thank you.
I feel like I should have dressed better. I probably should have dressed better, shouldn't I? I feel like
you're perfectly dressed.
Are you sure about that? I don't know. With a Graham Grumps hat and like a weeby shirt on, and like you over here like dressed to be on a ball with like a masquerade or something like that. Like it looks sick.
You have the drip though. You have like genuine drip.
Genuine drip? Oh wow. Oh
yeah, genuine drip.
Well, coming from you, that means a lot. It means a lot. You look at you, freaking stylish. Love it. So cool looking. Well,
that's all you, man. That's all you.
That's all you. You're the one over here. I feel like if I came up to like a restaurant like this, if people was going to think, are you here for an interview? Just first day at work, you know? You will be like, oh, so sorry. Your reservation, your private tables over there. No, 100%. Let me get that all set up for you. Sorry, we didn't know you would be coming so soon. That's probably what will happen. That's all. You dressed to impress. You dress to impress. I love it. Are you? Would you consider yourself as like a gentleman who like likes to dress up like that in real life?
I would say sometimes. I mean, it depends on like this, like the scenario. I guess it's like if I'm just like going out, you know, I'd probably like wear something casual, like normal. If it's like something with like friends, maybe, then I'll probably like dress up a bit, kinda.
Okay.
You?
For me, like I don't really dress up like that, but I do have a two-piece suit, so I usually use that when I got to, but yeah, well, because I have to have one for my job. Sometimes I have to like dress for interviews and like look really nice.
Yeah, no, I get that, yeah.
And I will definitely say that when you wear like a two-piece suit, you definitely feel more confident. You feel nice. You feel really good.
You feel suave. You know, you feel like you're on top of the world. Yeah.
Exactly. You feel like you feel like you got this. You can take on the world. That's why I want to have that feeling whenever I do my interviews. So even when everyone else is like, you don't have to dress up that fancy, I was like, but I need to look confident. I need to do my stuff. You know, so I like it, but it's definitely depends.
Honestly,
it's all about confidence. And that's why I was going to ask you. And again, this is not part of the interview. It's just fun things I want to talk about. Just because I think your model is so cool. But the main thing I want to talk about is like, do you believe that like the suit makes the man kind of feel? That like if you actually wear like a really nice suit and you make yourself look really nice, do you feel like you actually like feel powerful? You feel confident? You feel more attractive like that way?
I think it like. Yeah, to an extent, I think it does like enhance your like confidence. It makes you feel a bit better because usually like suits like have that padding, you know, so it gives you like that extra like look to you and stuff, and it like, you know, kind of slims you down a bit, like accentuates like the best like, you know, areas. So I guess yeah, to an extent, yeah.
Yours is your giant shoulders. God, I feel like I could sit on those things like easily, like two people right there. Like you must be a football player, but you will be bamming some people. I love it.
Oh my goodness, I wish.
Well, hello everyone. This is a fun little VTuber talk show we like to host each and every week where we get to know a brand new VTuber. This week we have a very dashing, maybe scared of the light a little bit of shiny, sparkling skin, maybe every now and then, but hopefully not too thirsty. Guest for us today. How about you introduce yourself to the lovely people who's at home who might not know who you are?
My name is Josuke Joe. You can call me Jojo.
Jojo.
Oh, Jojo. I'm a mad scientist, and yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. I mean, I do love to torture. You know, I am the best looking zombie I think I've ever seen. On top, yeah, and I like. I'm a big gym rat too. So
let's go. Maybe you'd be a little bit proud of me, but I just got done going to the gym. So swole, so sore. I know, right? Just so good.
Oh my goodness.
This is why Trick needs to be retirement home. No, I'm not old. Like, I'm 34 and she thinks I'm like super
That's
old.
pretty young.
That's what I thought. I thought it was not
Yeah.
old. But apparently I'm my unk age. Apparently it's an unk age
No.
number. 43. No, just switch the numbers. Switch the numbers. I'm definitely not 43.
Well, I mean, I'm 500. So,
Yeah, see, and you look
yeah.
amazing for your age. Like, come on, come on. Love here.
No, that's you. What's your skincare routine? Tell me. I wish I had
I
skin like you.
wake up, I wipe the drool off my face. I go into my shower, I look at myself, smell
What?
myself. I'm like, I can go another day without it. Yeah, that's my skincare routine.
Dang. I gotta take that advice. I gotta take that advice.
Sure. Cool. Well, for those who've never been to one of my shows before, this is a fun little talk show. We'll be asking 10 questions to love the guests here. We're asking questions like how they first got started, some fun facts about them, some upcoming projects they like to talk about, and of course, we're going to discuss the thoughts around their model. Sit back, relax, make sure you have your favorite concoction of some kind of Frankenstein drink next to you. I hope you guys enjoy the show. It's really nice. It'll be good. And she's going to ramble off some numbers. None of them is going to hit, obviously. None. But yeah, no, I love doing the show, so it's always great to see awesome guests. And I do like your design. Your design looks very like.
Thank you.
No problem. I love it. I just love how like menacing it looks. It looks really sick and imposing. But I will definitely say that like I also love that. See, here's another thing that a lot of people don't really talk about when it comes to VTubing, is that a lot of people will like, get a model and they will have to like change their demeanor, change their voice or whatever to fit the persona they're trying to represent with the model. I feel like your voice matches your model perfectly. Like you don't even have to try that hard. I don't know if you're doing a voice right now because you sound exactly the same as when I first like got on the Discord call with you. And I've talked to some VTubers like literally night and day. I would be like, hi, thank you so much for giving me your time to come on my show. And they're like, oh yeah, everything's so super nice. Blah, 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 blah. Then when they get on the actual like camera, like, hey guys, how's it going? I was like, oh my god, jeez, change everything up like crazy. So it's nice to see that you like have a natural voice that matches your model perfectly.
Oh, thank you, man. I think it's like I think a lot of people tend to do that where it's like they have to like well, it's not like bad to do that. I think it's like it just makes it difficult to keep it up where it's like you're always like you have to play a character. I feel as though like if you be yourself naturally, right, it's not gonna feel too heavy on you. It's like you feel more comfortable with it. I feel like in my case, like I'm fine with it. Like I don't need to play a character or something. But some people tend to do that, which is perfectly fine. You know, there's nothing bad about that. I think it's just like it depends on like what you want to do, I'd say, with it. So everyone's different in that circumstance.
Like a lot of people like to play a character. That's kind of what VTube is about, is playing a character. But back in the day where people had to actually like be that idol that people really want them to be, that's kind of what like the thing was. But nowadays it seems like it's more natural and probably better for your brand if you actually are more realistic and you just kind of act like yourself but still have a little bit of a persona to it. So I think that's like the new thing, is to act like yourself a little bit more because it makes you more relatable. So I think people like that.
It certainly, I feel like, makes you stand out a bit more too, because I think like majority of people these days, not that there's anything wrong with it, I feel as though like a lot of people tend to act the same in a way where it's like, oh, so if I act like this, it worked for, because it worked for this person, if I act like how they are, it might work for me. But I feel as though like when you act like your own self, it makes you unique and it makes you stand out more, and that's what like really pushes you to quote unquote be successful. But at the same time, it's all about having fun, you know, like it's not like you want
to have fun, you want to enjoy yourself, and I think playing a character, some people really like that. But obviously, you know, some people just like to be more natural with themselves, and like you said before, there's nothing wrong with it. Both of them are perfectly fine to be it. It just depends on what you kind of look for. Because like you said, some people like look at someone and sees a cool character and they're like, oh, I want to play as that kind of character. I want to do the same thing. And it doesn't really fit their style. And so when people get VTube models, they want to be a certain character, but then they can't really like portray the character as well as they thought they would, and so it kind of looks a little bit like detached, you know. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard nowadays because again, now people are less likely to play as a character and mostly just plays themselves and has the brand and the character that they are representing be more closer to their natural self. So it's kind of easier.
Yeah.
Go. I like that. Well, I just want to mention that because again, I really like your voice. I think it's actually really cool. So I just thought it was like connected perfectly. And I wanted to talk about that. Just off. Hello, Psycho. It's great to see you. We have a Jester VTuber over here too with a really cool design as well. It's really cool. Cool.
Really lovely design, by the way. Lovely
Right?
design.
He has a cool design. So cool. I love. We don't see a lot of Jesters with like the orange design. So it's actually really unique too. So I do like it.
I think I don't know if this is just me, right? But I think like people who have like the aesthetic of like the circus look to it, or it's like a jester or like a clown or something. I think it's so like interesting to see that because one, it's very colorful. Two, it has that like, I wouldn't really say demonic look, but it's got it certainly like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just the way it looks is very unique because you don't really see that too often, which is why it's like always cool to see it.
Agreed. And of course, Jester loves ducks. VT is over here too. We just talking about clowns today. We're getting surrounded by clowns. By the way, I hope you're not clown phobic. We're going to be surrounded by a lot of clowns. I'm feeling, but I think the word you're trying to think of is like it's a surreal.
Yeah.
Because like if you think about it, the same reason why like something is like uncanny, like I think the most common like example of that is like the back rooms. Like that's like the popular thing to talk about. The uncanny valley kind of side of things, where like it's like a normal office room, but it just seems unsettling. It's like something's wrong with the rooms. Same thing with like a clown nowadays. Because when you look at the clown, they're just funny, they're just enjoyable, they're supposed to have fun. But if you see them like in a weird spot, it just looks creepy, like for no reason at all. Like you just like clowns should not be like in malls or like in forests. You do not want to see those in like different languages. A clown either has to be at a party or at a circus. Anywhere else is terrifying. So it's kind of have that like liminal space, like the you were talking about, the liminal space kind of thing. That's what clowns are. They're just like liminal space kind of like creatures that look fine at the surface level, but then if you look kind of a little bit more deeper into it, it looks kind of creepy, kind of unnerving as well.
It looks like something that's like it's been taken from somewhere else and it's been slapped into it, which is like it just has this like aesthetic to it, which is like it shows off like it looks chaotic, you know, like most clown designs are very like all over the place, which I've always found to be very intriguing. Like that's like the first thing I saw about your one, which was like the color scheme and like the face design, I think.
Yeah, for my model or his model?
Your one.
Mine. Okay, yes. Thank you so much. I love the look of my model. I don't want to go too much into it because we want to talk about you and your awesomeness, but I do like the mask that is my aesthetic for my model right here, because like you can actually have that crescent mouth that's also like very creepy, and then it does have that like the cool slit in the eyes, the little like slit in the top part. You know, I really like that part too. So I really do like it, and also to have that as a VTuber is really like confident. Like it's really different.
It's just
it's really cool. The reason why I like it so much is because it's very different. Not many VTubers can pull off the no eyes look and still be very expressive.
Yeah, that's what I really found sick about it. Like because I feel like when it's like a full-on animated face, it looks good, but there's something so oddly like it brings in curiosity of like just like a smile and like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah, I agree. I love it because like a lot of things that like VTubers are known for is that eye. People love seeing the eyes of a VTuber. Like your eyes look freaking sick with it being like really dark and with like kind of like a yellow part to it. It's really cool and creepy. But when a VTuber does not have any eyes and still tries to be expressive, that's very unique. And that's kind of what I want in my model. Very unique and interesting. So I like that. But enough about me and my model. Let's talk about you and your awesomeness. And let's get started with the first question. And what better way to start off an interview than the very first question pretty much talks about your very first start in as a content creator. What made you want to get into content creating in the first place?
I think it was like, cause back in like, I think prior to 2020, right? Before like VTubers were like fairly popular, and I guess VTubing in general, I did watch like streamers and stuff, mainly League of Legends streamers and stuff like that. And
Ooh, the toxicity. Hello.
Yeah. Which is why I don't play them on stream, because I know
Good.
how toxic I
Oh,
can
yeah,
get.
yeah, yeah. Trust me, it sucks because like I try to play on streams every now and then. Whenever I do terrible. Whenever I play off stream, I do freaking amazing. I know. I'm actually good at the game, guys. I promise. I promise.
Yeah, no, it's so like back then I used to watch them, and then when VTubing was a big thing, so or like came out and it was like a new thing, there was like a few people that I watched, like mainly from corpos, I think. So like a lot of like Mijisanji, which was like one of the big ones. I used to watch them a lot. The JP branch, I used to watch them with some Hollow Live people, and but just like looking at them do it was like really fun, and I felt like I wanted to do that. And I think like a lot of people around me were also like slowly getting into it, so I was like, oh, like I should, you know, probably try it out and see if I enjoy it, because it was different to like watching it was fun, because when you see the streamer having fun, it makes you feel like you're having fun too. So like that was one of like big reasons why I liked the whole VTubing stuff and why I wanted to like get into it, because it's really intriguing at the same time. It's like it's like a way for you to be creative in a different way, which doesn't utilize like your like real life face. Instead, like, you know, like a design a persona, which was pretty interesting, and that's what really got me into it, really.
Yeah, because again, like playing a character, it's kind of fun to have that interaction with other people. And even though like it's kind of like weird to do it every now and then, I do find it a lot of fun when you play that character. You know, like my character is like this trickster demon, and so people like to compare it to like Alistair, and they'd be like, "Hey, have you met Alistair in Hazbin Hotel?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're best buds." You know, it's kind of fun to play that part. But yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was familiar. I knew it reminded me of something. I just couldn't put my finger on it.
There's definitely some inspirations. Technically, like a nice shoulders, right? Like, say, this guy can like pretty much. This guy's a football player. He was crazy, just like an A train over here. It's crazy. I love it. But with my design, he's definitely inspired by the mask of this anime that came out in like Black Bullet. But he does have some like aspects of like Vox and Alistair from Hazbin Hotel. So people like to like make the connections, and which is also still really fun. There's nothing wrong with him. And it's just really cool to have that kind of interactions with people on streams. And I'm pretty sure you do too. You probably have some really cool interactions with streamers, content creators, and other chatters who just want to just talk to you about you being a doctor and like coming up with experiments. You know, I'm pretty sure you probably do some like role plays like that.
Yeah, I think like a lot of like what was really fun about it was like when you do start streaming, or when I started it, I didn't really think about lore stuff too much. Like I started it and slowly built up the lore while I was doing it, and it was very like fun to like kind of throw it out there in streams. Like when you're streaming, you don't like, depending on like, you know, what type of streamer you are, you're not, sorry, VTuber you are, you're not really going to talk about lore too often, but like in some cases I would throw things out there which made it feel like, oh wait, like he's like this person isn't just like a streamer, there's like actually like story behind it, right? Which I really found to be kind of sick. You know, it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like it makes it feel like it keeps them more like it keeps the viewer intrigued. Like, okay, so they're playing something, for example, but it's like there's lore behind the character in a way. So it's like, you know, people started like asking me like, oh, so like, are you like technically a zombie? Like what, like, are you a vampire, stuff like that? And like when people start asking you that, it's really interesting, because it's like, oh, so now we're character building, which was like really fascinating to me. So
I love that. I also love it when like it's always good to have like some kind of like lore in your like character when you first start out. but I love it when it's not finished yet. Because there's a lot of VTubers who like to have this big giant lore base with a character, but it's already at the end, like it's already done, and they're like, okay, then why are you streaming? Like, why are you doing that kind of stuff? You're like, I'm this evil lord who was taken away from my land, and now I ran through hell to get it back, and now I took my castle back. I'm like, oh, cool. So why are you streaming Hello Kitty Princess Event? Like, why are you doing this? Now, so it's cool to have like lore, but also it's really cool to like have a continuation of it. You know, like maybe like say like instead of already finding your castle, maybe you can be like, cool, I was kicked out of my castle and I lost all my powers, so now I'm trying to get followers to like get on my side, so I have enough power to get my castle back. Now you have a reason to stream because you're trying to get followers, and you're also trying to have a conclusion. Maybe you and your community can build up and have this really cool event happen where you guys get your castle back. Like fun stuff like that. I love those kind of tie-ins for people's content.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's like you're still kind of, it's like, how do I explain it? It's like you're still technically playing a character. You know, you're still like in that like sphere of like you are in character, but at the same time you're not in character. So
you're playing a role, like a persona, but it's not like it's not that like severe. It's not that strict. So as long as everyone's having fun, they enjoy themselves, and not take it too seriously, I think it's huge.
Yeah.
And don't worry. You don't have to have your lore already set up. You just started out, like you said, you didn't really have a lore when you first started out, and you kind of been building it as time goes on. I feel like as time goes on, you can actually have a little more solidified. But as long as you're having fun, it doesn't really matter. As long as you like can do stuff. Because some people do like that. Some people think it is required, but it's not really. You just have fun.
Yeah, like it's you don't really have to have a lore when you start out, because when you start out, like not everyone's gonna like, because most of the time people are too focused on like the streaming side, not really too much into like the creative like story building aspect, which is perfectly fine. Everyone has their own like footing in whatever place they want it to. So yeah, it's not like really a must, I'd say, but it does make it fun. I think in some cases where it does give you more creative ideas on what you could like do in terms of like streaming content, etc. So
no, I agree 100%. I like it. It's a really cool kind of thing to go. That's what I like about being content creator. And what do you like the most about being a VTuber specific?
Ooh.
It is different from being a face cam streamer, as you can see.
Yeah. I think like
Ebrian Trickster.
I don't really know. I think like the best thing about it, or like, is like I think it just has to be like not really having a face cam. I think it's more like it's like having a face cam but not having one. It's like there's still something there that kind of represents me, but it's like not me in a way. So like
it's your brand. Like this is what you using to represent yourself on the streamer, like on the internet. So even though you are like not you technically, it still represents you and your brand. So when you go on the internet, people see you as this, you know.
I think it's like interesting because like it makes it more fun. Like obviously there's nothing wrong with being a face cam streamer, but I think it like opens up a lot of creative things to it, and it like lets you it just lets you goof around a bit more. Like I think because I'm very antisocial, so I struggle with genuinely being social, and I feel like when it comes to having the model, I think it like makes me feel more like it lets me be more goofy, so I can like kind of take the piss out of myself without like being, so yeah, it's like the top things about it for me, at least.
Which like I like that, like it allows you to be a different character. Like you're very antisocial, but here on the stream you are very like talkative. You're able to talk with other people, enjoy the things you like to enjoy. Talk about things you like to talk about. Yeah. Again, that's why I like about VTubing. It allows people to do the things they want to do with limitations they might have. If you might be like more like antisocial and not want to deal with it, but you still want to be a content creator and have fun with people, you can do that. So it's kind of cool to have that anonymity kind of situation. You know?
Exactly.
Exactly. I love it. Cool. Awesome. Now, really quick, we do have a hydrate from our lovely lady over here, Vay. I don't know how you pronounce the name. It's Vay, VT, Vay, VA. I know you go as like you go as something else in my Discord. Just Vay. We'll just call you Vay. I like Vay. Vay is really cool. Well, thank you for the hydrate. So we're both going to drink. So I hope you have your drink with you. So we're going to be drinking.
Yep.
Every deems I have to do, my guest has to do. That's the law. That's the law, guys. That's why it works. That's what you do when you come on my show. But also, we do have a the local library trickster. Library trickster. You go in to get a book, but you realize you got a different book when you check out. You went in to get a Harry Potter book. You come out with a cookbook. Oh my god, trickster!
Oh my goodness,
it's crazy. Nah, I love it. It's fun. It's very cool. But yeah, we actually do have a spin the wheel from Vay over here. So let's get another spin going. See how it goes. Don't worry about the guy in the middle though. He's totally okay. No issues. He likes speed there. He likes it. You got a book. Nah, I owe your soul now. Wow, that's probably have a really terrible return policy right there. We got another spin. We'll do that later. But how do you prep before stream? Do you do any kind of rituals? Do you like get anything set up? You have to have your favorite drink next to you, or else you can't stream. Like Dr. Pepper or something like that.
I think like when it comes to prepping, I think it's like, do you mean like? Does like setting up stream like count as prep time, or does it?
Yeah,
like,
no. 100%. Just... Like a good example is like as a face cam, all I have to do is literally make sure my camera is okay, my light is okay,
okay.
sounds okay, and then I can just go live. But with VTubing, I know for a fact there's like all these different programs you had to pull up. You had to make sure everything's all good and connected. Make sure your sounds is all set up. And of course, when you go live, you totally forget to unmute yourself, and then that's how all this.
Yeah.
What do you do? Also, I know there's some people who like I can't get comfortable in my stream unless I have like a Dr. Pepper next to me and my cat sitting next to me or something like that, you know.
So with prep, I think with like prep time, I'd probably say like having like everything run correctly, making sure like everything's like updated. There's been countless times where I've forgotten to update stuff, and then I'm like, god damn, I think I have to like push the stream like later. But it'd be like stuff like OBS, Vtuber Studio, having like other stuff like open. I think for me, like in terms of like a protein shake would be like one of the top things, because I feel like I have to have it with me. Otherwise, I feel like, oh god, I'm not gonna be able to like.
You gotta get the protein. You gotta get the protein, my friend. You get the protein.
But basically just like software stuff. I feel like when it comes to streaming, there isn't like too much, because I feel like when you do it a lot, you kind of like understand like everything in the sense of like, oh, like you kind of do set it up so that like when you open it, it's already ready for you. So I think like a lot of it is just like setting up OBS, like basically the stream software, Vtuber Studio, if you're playing a game, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I think like that's a lot of it.
Yeah, I like it. Like a little behind the scenes for you, a little behind the scenes, which is really good. You gotta have the Earl Grey next to you. Yes, I know the feels. I got my coffee right next to me. That's why blame me. I'm late for the interviews because I had to get some coffee. I'm so sorry. Okay,
it's all good.
So this is one of my favorite questions to ask. I gotta have a dumb joke. Like obviously, we were talking about jesters and jokers just a little bit ago. So now you gotta tell me, sir, what's your favorite dumb or dad joke?
Do I say the joke? Like, is this me saying the joke?
Yeah, you say the joke. Yeah, well, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Are you a bicycle because you tire me out?
That's pretty dumb. I like it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I love it. Like you tire me out, you know. It's like that's as dumb as like, hey, did you know why like the clock is broken?
Why is the clock broke?
because after hearing that joke, it was too cracked up.
Oh my goodness.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I love it. I love these kind of jokes.
God,
So
I'm
good.
gonna save that one. I'm gonna save that one. That's a good one.
Awesome. Now, let me get you my favorite one, and we'll move on. Okay. This world is worse than Will's dad jokes and fate. Oh, I bet.
Oh my goodness.
So my favorite joke, and I love asking this joke and telling anyone about this, is did you hear what happened to the circus fire?
No.
It was intense.
I'm like,
I just made you undead. I just made you die, go back to life and die again.
It's like, it's the fact that it's not even like cringe or dumb. It's just like, I've always found dad jokes to be so like smart with it. Like they're so like, they make sense for some. Like I don't know. Like it's
it makes sense, but it's like
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, they're so great. I love dad jokes. Dad jokes are amazing.
God, I love them too.
Have you told them about the great Trico story? We do not talk about the Trico story.
What's that?
No. There's a running joke in my community where so you see my name right here, right? It's Trico, right? My name's Trico. So I had a person come in once in the stream, and they were like, "Hey, hi, you know, I'm a new chatter." I'm like, "Oh, hey, welcome to stream. I hope you enjoy your stay." Blah blah blah. And they're like, "Hey, so is your name based off of the Pokemon Trico?" And I was like, "What the frick is a Trico?" I was like, "I've never heard of it." I love Pokemon, but I stopped at the silver. I think silver was when I stopped it, and then I didn't get back into it until like much later in like the Pokemon world. So I missed out on a good chunk of Pokemon. And so when someone told me, like, is your name based on Trico? Like, what the frick's a Trico? So I looked it up, and I was like, that lizard? No, I don't want to be a Gecko Pokemon. No, that's not his. No. But then everyone thought it was hilarious that it sounds so familiar. So they all just start calling me Trico and start treating me as a Pokemon. I'm like, no, I'm not a Pokemon. It's not based on Trico. What are you guys doing? And then, of course, whenever you tell chat no, it becomes staple in your community. It's funny.
Goodness.
So now people call me Trico. No, it's not Trico. No, it's not the same thing.
That would be genuine, like a good, like I think, like if you were to get like art of that would actually be so cool.
I do
like,
have a funny.
Like,
I'll send you a funny. Someone did actually draw art of me. let me show you. I'm gonna show you guys. You guys don't deserve to see it. No, I don't. You guys can't see it. The fan art someone made of me. That's this right here. This is not even for my VTuber model. This is for me. This kind of model. So they're like, I'm not Trico. It's literally what people did to me.
Goodness.
So I can't believe it. It sounds the same. It's not the same. So like my name came from Shaco from League of Legends. Actually, I was a Shaco main. With the jester kind of feel to it, you know. So like I had the name Shaco instead of Shaco is Trico. So you know, accept fate.
Grandpa accept fate.
I will not accept this fate. I will not be grandpa. I will not agree with this. Even if I have a redeem that you guys can throw Pokeballs at me. Totally not related. Totally not related. But no. So that's usually how it is. That's how it is. But no. Do you have any fun running jokes in your community that you like have?
I think like one of the biggest ones were like I mean I'm not sure if it's a running, well I guess so. It's like every time I played horror games, right, there's like a scene where like, so when I'm playing it there'll be like this thing where it's I just completely lose hope in myself and I'm like, oh frick this game, I'm so dead, and like nothing happens. Like it's not even a jump scare, just like a tiny little sound, right? And immediately I'm just like, yeah, I'm dead. Literally, it's like I'm dead. Yo, frick this game. I'm gonna log off, and like barely nothing happened. And like every single time I've like now played a horror game, and like we're about to start stream, everyone in the chat just like types in, "Oh, it's dead. We're so dead. Like, oh, everything's so dead." It's like just lines of like dead.
Dead, just done. You know, like oh, you have to choose between easy or hard. Done. Done.
Oh, I go assisted.
Too much.
Easy mode every single time.
What? You gotta have some challenge. You gotta have some challenge.
I am way too scared to play horror, man. It's way too scary sometimes.
I do see you be playing some Resident Evils. How you like the Resident Evil games?
Oh my goodness. It is. It's honestly like I can see like why people find it to be so fun. Like it is very addictive. I think like back then I used to be so confused, like, oh, what's the hype behind it? And then when I played RE4 for the first time, I was like, oh, okay, it's actually it's not that bad. It's actually pretty fun. It felt less scary and more action based. So yeah, it was lovely.
Oh, I love it. That's lovely. That's so cool. I like the heels. So if I can recommend you a game, I recommend this to every horror streamer because I love the series so much, and I think it's pretty terrifying. This is one of the big three. It's part of, in my opinion, is part of the big three. It's Silent Hill, Resident Evil, and then this game. And I want you to play this game because they just did a couple of remasters of this series, and I think you should definitely try it.
Ooh.
It's very terrifying. So let me describe it for you and see if you can tell me if you know what's from. Okay, are you ready for it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you play as this little girl, and you go around this kind of like haunted village, and down a hallway, down like a corridor kind of thing. You see a ghost at the end of the hallway, and instead of like trying to shoot it or run away from it, you have to stare at it. You have to stare at it very hard, and it slowly walks towards you. And right before it's about to attack you, you take a picture of it.
What? Is it like Visage? No, wait,
No.
that doesn't have. No, it's not that.
Nah.
It's like a really popular. It's a popular.
It's a really popular horror franchise. They make a lot of them, and the entire premise of the game is you have to keep looking at the ghost as it's about to attack you. You take a picture of it, and that's how you do damage. You have to keep watching.
Is it like a Chiller's art thing?
No, it's called Fatal Frame.
I've never heard.
You
of
never
that.
heard of Fatal Frame, dude? You
No,
need to
I've never heard of
look that
that.
up right now. The Fatal Frame series is iconic. It's a great series. I'm playing through the second one right now, the remake, and it's just so good. I love it so much.
Oh, okay.
It's
I have heard
really
of
good.
this.
Yeah, it's a staple in the horror franchise. Like I said, it's one of the big three in my opinion. It's Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and the Fatal Frame series. Is like iconic for how good they are. And the reason why I like it so much is because instead of just being Resident Evil where you just run and gun, or like Silent Hill where you kind of have to run away and smack things with it, you have to literally stand your ground and watch it. Like watch the ghost like about to attack you, and then take a picture of it last second before it like hurts you. It's really good. It's really terrifying too.
Oh, yeah, I saw like. Oh, wait, it's a remake. Oh, okay, so now, yeah, no, I saw like I saw someone play this, like a few months ago.
Well,
Yeah,
it's,
no,
it's probably
yeah.
because the Fatal Frame 2 just came out as a remake, so I definitely recommend it.
Oh. Okay, that's crazy. Like for a second, I was like, "You talking about Outlast?" Or like the
Outlast has a
Lightning?
camera, but you can't attack any of the creatures. You kind of just have to run.
Oh, yeah, true. Dang, okay.
Definitely recommend.
That's
Definitely recommend.
crazy.
Try it. Because if you're already done just by like going into scary things, I can see each and every creature you face is going to be done, guys, done. Can't do this.
Oh
Just
my
a dainty
God.
little girl with a camera trying to find my sister. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. You can see it. Awesome. Well, let's get to the next question for you.
lovely.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. A lot. Next question for you is that tell us a little bit about your VTuber model. Tell me about your lore backstory. You talked about how you were kind of like slowly developing it. Tell me the processes. Why are you a doctor of some kind? It's math scientist.
So like in the lore, it's like essentially, I used to go to like the lore starts from like me who was like basically like from a village, and I had 3 sisters alongside with me. The village was destroyed, and then because we kind of like didn't really have anywhere to go, we somehow like survived, like just, you know, as like you know, through the lands, shall we say. And we then like got into like an academia, and you know, like the siblings, they kind of like it's like in the lore, basically I'm like the frail weakling, and like the
You
sisters
do
are there to
not look
protect
that
me.
weakling at all. Like you're building a freaking brick house, so I don't know if if this is what weakling looks like. Oh my god, I am terrified of your school. Jeez, walk over there and just some guy like with just this massive body just like move out of the way. Is your academia just like muscle, like those like muscle like beasts? Animals from like Cyberpunk 2077. The whole family's like that.
Nah, yeah. So basically we all like, yeah, we go there, and like I'm considered like the frail weak one, and like the sisters are mainly like, you know, they're very like academic and stuff. And then there was a case where like we kind of like we all like kind of split up in a way, and like they went their own ways. Two of them became like, you know, adventurers and heroes and stuff, and I kind of like started developing more of an, you know, like a passion for you know, science and stuff like that, because you know it's like a world of magic. I can't really use magic, so I have to, you know, develop science and stuff. And because of that, it kind of drove me insane. And because it did that, I kind of started becoming more vengeful and, you know, etc. And basically yeah, so like literally killed Dracula, took his mansion,
Jeez.
started doing experiments and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty much
impressive. I gotta say, killing Dracula, the ultimate evil, that is something you don't really skip on it. Oh, I just killed Dracula, stole his mansion, started working on stuff. So you can't just slightly just sprinkle in, oh yeah, I just dispatched the ultimate evil in creation, Dracula. Yeah, but that's a side note. Really, what's really important is the mansion. Have you guys seen this thing?
Well, it's like there's like deeper meaning to it. So it's like the whole reason why the village was destroyed was because of him. And so like I found out, you know, and then like in the midst of it, like the siblings died off, and I kind of had to take revenge on it. And like in the process of killing him, it drove me more insane, because I kind of started absorbing that power, shall we say. So it somewhat made me immortal, but at the same time, it's like, it's not like in the law, it's not like enough for me. So I kind of have to like, you know, modify myself, actually make myself to be, it's like the sad like case of like chasing ultimate power, but like you want to become divine, but you can't do that because you're ordinary. So instead of becoming something like an angel or something, you kind of like, you know, you Frankenstein yourself, etc. So
yeah, it makes sense.
it's more like that. Yeah.
You lost your family because you might have thought you were weak and powerless, so you decided to go to academia to get stronger and wiser.
Yeah.
But you just found yourself not being able to do any of that. Even going through and trying to do your best, you still always made fun of how weak and pale you are. So then you decided to, you know what? I'm done, sick and tired of not being strong enough. I'm going to do whatever it takes to become strong. Now I will do this science thing that a lot of people don't really go into, and I will embrace it. Now I will pull these science projects onto myself and modify myself to become stronger. And by doing that, you decided to pretty much like take matters to your own hand, get revenge, go crazy because of power, saying that yes, I finally can do it. You know, and we don't know this about this, but the science you're talking about is really just protein powder and just like knowing how to get proper workouts. You just get swole, you just get super massive. That's your science, and you just like do these concoctions of all this different like creatine and stuff like that to make you just massive. So when you do like, it's kind of like, you ever see Marshall, like, you know, that yeah, kind of like Marshall, you know, it's just this in the world of all this science, all this magic, you're just muscle, just massive, you know. I'm messing.
Yeah.
But no, I still like it. I like the idea. Again, it's one of those kind of things like, now that you killed Dracula, which is freaking insane, you killed the person that killed your family and kind of stuff like that in your village, and you took his mansion. I can't wait to see what you do next. What's next for you? what will the Bad Sense do? Because I don't know about you, but after you having the power to kill freaking Dracula, that's a lot of power. You're pretty powerful.
I mean, it's like it's like gaining power, but then it's like you feel kind of like
No, I'm not.
what's more yeah, it's like yeah. Like I feel like it kind of like ventures out to like, oh, if I can kill like a being like that, like who's to say like I can't do it to something even greater, you know? So
What's greater than Dracula?
Hmm.
God or something like that? You're just going to kill
Oh,
freaking
no.
God? Like I just don't care. Like Dracula's a pretty. If you said like a vampire lord, then I'm like, okay, you know, that's pretty crazy. But Dracula, like that's pretty. That's like the final boss in the
Yeah.
majority of games. So like I think that's pretty cool. But still, I like it. I like it. It's a good story. It's a good story. You know, there's some steps that goes into it, and I like that. Keep up on it. I want to see what happens.
Oh, thank you,
Okay, cool.
man.
Of course, of course. Next question for you is that what do you bring to the video community that helps you stand out?
Ooh,
Yeah, this is a hard
Okay.
question. A lot of people
Yeah.
stumble on this question because there's a lot of VTubers out there. A lot of
Yeah.
VTubers. So it's kind of hard to stand out between all of those. And let's be honest, guys, I don't really like talking about this, but it is kind of the elephant in the room. Male VTubers do actually have a little bit harder time being more like to stand out a little bit more in the
Yeah.
community compared to other people. So like it's even harder to stand out than most people, you know?
Mhm. I would have to say like it is a hard question. I will say it's because we all know that like the whole like VTuber, there's too many VTubers, and you know, so there's that. And if you're like a male VTuber, it's even more difficult. I don't really know. You know, I feel like
It's hard. It's very different.
it's very hard, very hard. Ah, I think it's the case of like developing like I don't really know.
Again, it's a hard question. This is definitely a hard question to actually go into because this question pretty much goes into the fact that like what do I do differently that makes me more successful than most other people? Because you're doing a really good job. Like looking at your content, looking at your stats, stuff like that, you do a really good job. So you must be doing something to make you like stand out because of how well you do.
Yeah.
You know. And then so you're trying to find out different ways that how you do it, you know, as maybe it's your mannerisms, maybe it's how you interact with chat, maybe you do a lot of a community nights.
Oh. Okay, so I think it's like the way I interact with my community is very more so like I guess it's like the mannerisms, like for example when someone comes in new, like greeting them in like more of like a very like gentleman type of way where it's like a bit more like
Yeah, it's like
Not
Black
that.
Butler. Black Butler.
yeah, kind of like a butler. I think it's also because yeah, I'm British, so it's just like
The voice.
the way you it's like the way like we yeah, it's like that mannerism. I feel like it's just normal to me, and because it's not really like me like kind of forcing it, so it's like a normal thing, which makes like people feel a bit more comfortable to like stay around, even if they're lurking. Like it makes them feel like, oh, like in a way that's like very like gentle, and you know, a bit like a delightful way of like having people like it's like making them feel like they're kind of like their presence is appreciated. So like they're not just like it's not just them like sitting there and watching it. It like I tend to like include people even if I'm not doing a community night. Like I can't really like because I think a lot of people have this where it's like sometimes like when you're streaming you kind of get into the habit of like you can't really stay silent. You kind of like constantly keep talking. Yeah, even if it's like nothing to do with like let's say like the game, you still constantly keep talking, and it's like it makes people like feel more included into it instead of like playing the game in silence or just talking about the game. And I feel like in my way, like most of like the reason why I kind of like got quote unquote success is because of like me not being able to shut my mouth and actually like talking to like people.
Always like and which is actually a
Yeah.
really big thing. A lot of people don't realize like talking is one of the biggest things you want to do as a content creator, and even fill up as much of the space as possible because you're 100% correct. You want to have that silent space, like always talkative, you know, is when people jump into your stream for the very first time, They don't want to hear silence. They want to hear you like in the middle of a story or talking about something, so that they can interact with it. You know. And come on, British voice. We want to hear more of that. We want to hear it. We want to hear the British. We just want to hear you say water. Just say water.
Water.
Yeah, exactly. Love it. We love it.
Water, man. I love water.
Whoa! What the frick is that voice? Did you just turn American for a second? What the frick? What is that? That was insane. That was like you must have used some kind of voice changer. What was that?
No, actually, it's just completely. I think it's because like in my childhood, I've seen so much dubbed anime, and you know, like pieces of media. So like, it's just. Like it's just I guess I'm just able to do it really.
It's crazy. Yeah, I wish I could do that. Like I watched so much like anime when I was a kid and it was all subbed. So I wish I could just stop speaking Japanese.
It's fine, man. You kind of just have to find your footing in it, you know? Takes a while, man.
What is this? That's like two different voices right there. I feel like you are with someone else and you'd like here. That's crazy. Like I've never heard a voice so weird, like so drastically different. That's crazy. That's crazy. I love it. Well, that's pretty good to stand out. You should do that more often. You should just like do skits. You should just do skits, like talking to yourself.
I do.
Okay.
It's just like so like randomly like in the stream, like out of nowhere, I'll start talking like that for like roughly like 30 minutes, and it's just so fun to because it also like even the people who are regular there, they do get like thrown off it. They're like, oh, what the frick, you know.
Dude, I don't want you to change your lore or your character in any way. I want you to stay the way it is. But the distinct difference between those two voices and you being a mad scientist, doctor kind of person, do you know what was the first thing that pops in my head when I think about this?
What?
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like I get that vibes from that. Like I could totally see you to be like a Dr. Jekyll and then Mr. Hyde. It's like your Dr. Jekyll is right here, but then if you go like just a tiny bit more creepier, scarier, and unhinged with the other voice, you could totally play a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I could totally see that.
Yeah.
Can we get like an ASMR of you doing like a storyboard of that?
Oh my goodness.
I could totally see that. That'd be so sick. And maybe you have two different outfits. That's what it seems like, right? Because you're mad scientist, mad doctor kind of person. And with those two crazy distinctive voice, like that'd be really cool. You can also play if you get like another model that's like similar to what you have right now, but it's like it looks a little bit different, like more greener with the top hat is kind of slanted and stuff like that. And then you change that voice, and like chat can like hit a button to switch you to depending on who you are, and you have to do that voice for the other character. That'd be so sick. Now, obviously, you have your personality, you have your style, you have your themes. It works very well for you. So don't listen to me.
That would be interesting.
But I thought that was kind of cool.
That would be interesting.
Right? I just like that, like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of file. And dude, that voice is so shocking. I could totally see like you like switch it to that like model, that color scheme, and have that voice, and people would be like, "Whoa!" You know, I just thought it was kind of cool.
Honestly, that would be interesting. Yeah, that'd be cool actually.
I know, this is cool. That's the first thing I thought of. It's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde idea where like chat can hit a button and it will switch to different size models, and you change your voice depending on which model you use and different like personalities. That would be the coolest thing. Obviously, that would be super taxing mentally because people are VTubers already have the issue of like having like a kind of a weird like identity disorder with their model and not knowing each other's. Just imagine having 3 different personalities you have to deal with. Jeez.
God dang, that would be insane to juggle. Holy crap.
It'd be crazy, but it would be unique. I would love to say, if you ever did that, that'd be sick. I would love to see like some kind of skit or like ASMR of you changing up your model a little bit and having that voice.
That would be.
But anyway, just a fun little fantasy thing to talk about. We do have JP, the best JP, the OG himself, wanting to spin the wheel. So let's get another spin the wheel going for us. I tried to do something when I had my new model. I was trying to do like a 2 difference kind of thing. I could not do it. I did not last very long. Did not last. If you could live in any video game or anime world, what world would you like to live in?
Oh my god, that's a hard one.
Right? Only on my show is the hardest questions, guys. You'll only get the hardest questions on my show.
Okay. I guess like, I mean, the only one I can like roughly think of that would be like genuinely interesting would probably be like the My Hero Academia world, because
That'd be cool.
yeah, because like the whole like thing about it, it's like you like it's like a world full of superpowers, right? That's randomly given to you. And I feel like it would be like fun to live in a world that's like that, because like develop a random like superpower, and it'd be like interesting to have it. And
Yeah.
how like like navigating life and stuff, like not really from like a superhero type of way, but more of like how would you like do like how would you go about your normal life having something that's like kind of well accepted in society. So it would be like interesting to see how it would like come into play.
It would be really cool. I think that'd be really cool too. Like to think that you have like the random gift of the power to become powerful.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I love that, and I love that kind of mindset. That kind of stuff. It is unfortunately you also might be randomly gifted the power that you might not have. Like you might be Cheese Man, where you just your body's made of cheese. You just have cheese as power. Like it sucks like that. But it'd be cool to have like different kind of cool powers. Like if you could choose what kind of power you could have in My Hero Academia, what power would you?
Oh god. See, it's like torn between like having like I guess Bakugo's like power, or maybe like Deku's, because I think like those two are like rough, like one of the like coolest
really
ones.
cool.
Especially, yeah, I think I'd probably go with maybe Bakugo, because I think it's like, because it's interesting that like it's such a like it's just sweat that he secretes, but it like they somehow turn it into like something that's like
Yeah, a liquid.
really
It's
powerful.
like
yeah
some explodable like
yeah
sweat.
nitroglycerin,
Yeah,
something like that.
nitroglycerin. It's like this crazy
Yeah.
exploding like sweat. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I think it'd probably be that. I think because it like it'd probably be that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think you could handle it. I think it'd be cool. Just blow people up.
It's either that or my hand blows up.
Ah! I can see that, but still cool. I like that a lot. I always like that as like kind of a good mindset, to be able to have like
Yeah.
different powers. Mine, I've always been into psychology, so like I always like the idea of like reading people's minds.
Interesting.
Like I can't remember that one guy's name, but like the guy that like if you answer a question to him, he like can control your mind or something like that. Like it makes you freeze.
There was a guy in the anime. who
Yeah,
did that?
like this guy is like he will change his voice to make it so that you have to like answer his question. When he does, he like can access your mind and makes you like go blank.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
guess
just
it's
like I like tricky questions like that, tricky stuff that like makes you have to think like, oh, hey, that's kind of interesting. Kind of thing.
Yeah. The thing is that like what the anime does really well though, I think, is like it shows you like powers that are like really stupidly, like they're very stupid, like stuff that like you wouldn't really think is like a superpower, and it like turns into like, oh, but like if you utilize it in this way, it's considered like not god tier, but it's like you could potentially like become OP, which I've always found to be interesting. I think that's why like I guess living in that universe would be like really interesting, because it'd be like, okay, you like if you're given something that's already powerful, you can like I guess make it even more powerful or use it in a different way. But if it's like you're given like a really like crappy power or something, how like now you have to like think outside the box with it. Yeah, how do you make it powerful? Which is like it, yeah, so the thing like that's like really like it tests your like mental strength, which I find it really interesting because they do it a lot in the anime. So
like the My Hero Vigilantes, like the guy first started off, he just he's sliding around with his hands. It's not really that crazy powerful, but as time goes on, he can fly and shoot things. Like it gets really cool near the end of it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hello, Pasta. We have Unk. then they're gay panic. What do you mean gay panic? What are you talking? What are you talking? We're pasta. We're talking about you. We're talking about someone else. I don't know what you're talking about. Where's Viku? We don't know where Viku is. Viku is doing Viku things. Viku's doing Viku things. But we are both unks. Actually, I don't know how old you are, but I'm pretty sure we're both unks, and we are proud to be it. There's nothing wrong about being unks. Like the unks who do the unk thing. Needs to see hot men. You know, right? To be perfect, Viku would love to see you. Viku is a mod in chat.
You, man. You're the hot one here. You're
No.
hot one here.
I appreciate. But no,
we fine specimen.
Dude, I wish I had the build for you. And I went through your Twitter and you really showed your your body at the gym. I love that you hide like an apple in your crotch area just to like make sure no one sees it. Like, dude, this guy is like talking about how I look fit, and he's just like, just like massive chest. This guy, love it. There's Unk Trico, and then there's Mob Boss Daddy. Mob Boss Daddy. See, you know what I'm saying? It's call me Trico. My name is Trico. Come on. Easy. So I put my name there all the time so people can see it. Having a name badge on my chest. Come on. Anyway, next question for you is that what are some upcoming projects you're looking forward to? Anything you want to talk about? Some games you might be looking forward to playing?
I think like one of the ones I'm like planning to do is like more related to VA stuff.
Ooh, I can definitely see you do good voice acting. The trick you did just a little bit ago was freaking insane. I thought that was really incredible. You, yeah.
I think like the thing is that like I feel like streaming is fun, but it like there's other stuff that I want to do, you know. So it's like VA stuff mainly, which I'm like looking forward to, like a lot of that, and then I think like the other ones are probably like kind of like not, I wouldn't really say rebranding, but like kind of like getting like a new model per se, because I think like I kind of want to like go for like a different style and stuff. Yeah. So
like maybe like a different theme, like a different like brand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kinda, yeah. It was more like centered around like, instead of it being like a more formal attire, it's more so like kind of like a 90 look, 90 look, where it's like, so it's like, yeah, so like a dragon slayer or something.
Okay. I
Yeah.
can see that. So less of a mad scientist and then more of like a demon slayer kind of thing.
I guess it's like it's kind of like it looks very heroic, but at the same time, like we know like it's not like a heroic thing. It's like, this guy's like an actual villain. It's just that he's like portraying himself as a hero, so it kind of like takes into account like, it's like the case of like basically like portraying to look like a hero, but it doesn't have the quote unquote morals of a hero like in lore. So yeah,
reminds me of the animated like Skeleton Knight. Remember that like anime that came out not long ago? That is like, he looks like a hero when he has a helmet on, but he's technically like this undead evil guy.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I can see that.
Yeah.
So my question, and if you don't want to answer it, you don't have to answer it because it might go as a little touchy territory. But as someone who's built a following so much already, like your partner and everything like that, what would you say is the risks of changing your brand this late in the game? You know, like, do you think you're might be losing some people if you start doing that, or do you think this is something that you and your community's been talking about and you guys all agree that this might be something you guys want to see?
I think like I would say like I guess it depends on like the like I guess it depends on like the rebranding. Like for my thing per se, it's more of like an idea which I have spoken about on stream, and like a lot of people have said like it's a very like interesting, like it kind of like it feels like combining two of like you know like personalities and stuff, adding them together and seeing like how would that look as a concept, right? And a lot of people have told me like, you should definitely do it. And I'm a bit like, I wouldn't really say hesitant. It's just that like it's still an idea. It's not really something that like
you're playing around with it. Yeah, you're playing around with it, but you haven't solid it yet. Okay. I see.
Yeah, so it's like an idea which I'm like still thinking about. But at the same time, like I do kind of want to stick to like what I like currently have in terms of like the already like mad scientist thing. I would say like I think like for me it's not really like a rebrand thing where it's like, oh, so like different colors, different name, different look. I think it's more like in a completely different visual aspect, this is what this would look like. Because I don't think like me myself I would ever rebrand, because I don't really like I've never really like kind of like had like a moment where I've disliked my brand. I think like the more I stream, the more I like my brand, especially with like building upon it, because I feel like I could do so much with it, and it makes me like more excited because I feel like there are like other VTubers who do the mad scientist stuff. Well, I wouldn't, yeah, mad scientist stuff, but there's not that many. And I feel like in terms of like the male stuff, I think it's like a lot of males don't like tend to go for like a more modern look, or a very like, I guess more of like a very like attractive, you know, like buff masculine blonde dude. And while I did want to go with that, I feel like I don't think it's like, I think the masculine and buffness like I'll keep, but I wouldn't really like venture out and look way too, you know. So I think like the current way I'm doing about it is really, you know, here and there. But the thing is, I'm just playing around with it. I still don't know myself, so
have fun, enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's the main thing. Is like you don't have to be like committed on like those kind of ideas, but it's good to just have fun and try different things, see how you do it. You know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I think it's totally fine to like come up with cool things. And you could always just do like what I've mentioned to a lot of people. That is, you could also just have a Halloween costume. If you just want to just make it, you could just like commission someone to do art. And like do like a night thing, and you'd be like, for Halloween, I'm a knight. You know, this is my cool outfit, and if people really like it, you might be able to make it a legit thing. If not, then you know, hey, it's a costume. You want to check it out. So like it's kind of cool.
That's a good idea.
I still love the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde idea. I think that's something you should definitely go for, because I think that's just such a cool idea. But again, that's you and your brand and your community to talk about it. But I do like also the Demon Slayer, Dragon Slayer kind of like mentality you have, you know.
It is a good idea. I think like I have like, because the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing, I have like done that in the past, and I don't like do it too often, because I have had people like, some people have genuinely speculated that like there are actually two people, not just one. And it's like funny, it's really funny to hear that, but then it gets like a bit like, dude, there's like only one person. Like I promise you, there's not like two people, there's not a voice changer and stuff. So
all you have to do is do like a live, because you already show pictures of yourself. All you have to do is just like literally just do a body down video of you just changing your voice. Pretty sure no one else is going to doubt you, but you can do whatever you want. You can have fun. And like I said, that's just a cool idea I thought of, just because you are mad scientists and you have a really good talent of changing your voice on the whim like that. I think that would just be kind of cool to do.
That would be.
And Viku, a lovely mod here, showed up. He's really into guys. He loves buff people.
Aww.
So there you go, Viku. Like I totally did not do this for you, but it has some eye candy for you, my friend. There you go. The king coat. I know, right? Love it. Also, why are you outing me out like that? What do you mean outing you out? You out yourself out all the time. You're like, big man. Like if you ever in one of my streams is like a guy who's like you know gacha games. You know, I've seen you play some gacha games. You know Zenless Zone Zero?
Oh, the guy with the big sword and like
Monato.
Monato.
Yeah.
Monato.
That's Viku's favorite character. So good taste, right? Good taste.
Very good taste.
See, there you go. We love, respect you, Viku. Remember, it's Pride Month, so we always respect and love those people. Nothing wrong. Don't be shy. Just because you see nice big men does not mean you should be shy. We're not outing you, Viku. We're just showing you that we respect it and we appreciate you and all your things. Yes. But you know what? Praise me more. Exactly. Get all the praise. Now JP does have it spin the wheel, so we're gonna do another spin room for you. Check it out. Let's see what this question is gonna be. But yeah, I agree with you. I think you should just have fun. Have fun. It'd be cool to do a rebrand, but obviously don't go too serious on it and try it out. See how it goes. Who is someone you like to look up to?
Oh
Who's your
my-
Oshi? You have an Oshi?
Oh my god, yeah, I do actually, yeah. I would have to say, oh my god, okay. It would probably be, no, you're my Oshi. You're my Oshi.
It'd be kind of like, don't get me wrong, that's super flattering if that was the case. But like, am I an Oshi when you're significantly a lot bigger than I am?
I mean, I think honestly, you can still have. You can
You
still have
can.
an
You can
Oshi
still look
that's
at. You can
like,
still
yeah.
look up to someone, even if
Yeah.
they're like different like different view counts, you know. But like, still like, I'm honored. I feel.
Oh my god, if I had to say Oshi,
This triggers an Oshi.
triggers an Oshi. Oh my goodness, it would probably be Vantacro, if anything. I think like,
It's a good one too.
yeah, I've always like, cause I kind of like did watch him like when I was like fairly still like, I guess smaller-esque, and I feel like it's very rare to find like, not rare, but like I think like his personality and stuff is like, it's really chilled and laid back, and I think like it's honestly like very rare for me to like, I guess, watch someone who I'm like I'll actively sit there and watch them and be like, oh god, like this is actually fun to watch. Like I do watch VTubers, obviously, like a lot of friends and stuff like that to support them. But like if I had to say like an Oshi, it would probably be him, because when I have watched him, it's like just really fun to watch, you know. So plus I kind of like the dude is also a gym rat, so
Nice.
like yeah, so he basically talks about like gym stuff a lot, so it's like it's always like nice to hear stuff like that as well.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, like
Who's your
my
Oshi?
Oshi is probably like Connor from like Sea Dog VA. Like he's definitely probably one of my Oshis. Like just because I just love his I love his love how the way he treats his community. I love the respect he shows to the VTuber space. I love that he's still a face cammer and does a lot of cool anime stuff and bits and like tricks and stuff like that. But he also is a VTuber as well, so he has the hybrid kind of stuff like that. I love his interactions with him and like Iron Mouse, who's also a huge Oshi. There's some other Oshis I have, like Hopper is one of my Oshis.
Yeah.
Rainy is a good Oshi for me too. I love Rainy. He's also a hybrid, a VTuber content creator too. So she's really crazy, awesome. I actually haven't reached out to her in a while, so I probably should reach out to her and see how she's doing. Because I had her on my show too. I had my like pretty much my Oshi come on my show. It's freaking amazing.
Oh, that's so wholesome.
Yeah, she actually was probably the reason why I got to get a VTuber myself, because I just loved how she was super like, she does everything. Like she does fashion, she does face camming, she does like retro like pixel 3D, but she also does 2D, and she does like games. Like she does all this cool stuff. And so when I had her on my show, she pretty much like convinced me, saying, hey, there's nothing wrong with having a VTuber model as well. Because I was kind of on the edge on being a VTuber as well, because I kind of like being in the face cam and just doing like that and just gushing about people's designs. She got me so interested in like making my own design. I'm like, oh, you know what, I'm going to do it. And I finally did it. I've only been a VTuber for a little over a year now, so like about like a year and a half. So I haven't been a VTuber very long. I've been a content creator as a face cam streamer for about 4 to 5 years, but I've only been VTuber for a very short time, and she's the reason why. So like, Rainy is freaking amazing. If you haven't, yeah, I'll send you a little bit of a.
That's so wholesome. That's actually wow.
Thank you. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen Rainy. How's Rainy?
Always ask about the weird couch. What does that mean?
No, we don't talk about the couch. We don't talk about the couch. But like luckily his giant shoulders is like obscuring the couch, so you can't even see the couch in the first place. But this is Rainy. Freaking amazing content creator, super nice, super caring. Oh, she's going off Kai too?
Oh.
What? I'm gonna meet her for the first time.
Oh, it's so sweet.
I am super go see that. I didn't know she was going off Kai. That's awesome. But yeah, no, she's my Oshi. She's just she's a content creator who's also a hybrid, and I love her style and everything.
Oh,
I love it.
okay.
Maybe you want to watch this
I
jacket
do-
of yours. Wait, no, don't.
I do love her design. Very, very sweet.
That's actually a pretty new design too. She went through more of an angel kind of design. She used to be just like kind of like just a regular like gamer girl kind of look, but now she has this really cool like aesthetic like angel design. So I think that's what I like a lot. Cool, awesome. Well, Pasta actually has a spin the wheel, so let's do another spin the wheel. Yeah, another spin the wheel. Go for it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we don't need to talk about the couch. The couch is totally clean and totally has nothing suspicious or recognizable in any way, shape. No. Hey, ideal date. This is perfect. You know, Viku
Oh
would
my
love to hear this. It'd be
God.
totally a good distraction from the couch. What would you say is a good ideal date?
Oh, okay, so this is a hard one. I would probably say, I think like an arcade date or like
Oh,
a
okay.
carnival. I think, yeah,
Carnival.
like something that, yeah, so something that's like you can both do together. I feel as though like an arcade date would be fun because it's like you both like, you know, you both do something together, you kind of like get to know each other more, and I think physically it's more like fun, and you know, to like to impress them a bit more, you could always like win them something.
Ooh.
So
But then
yeah.
you have to win. What if you don't? You look terrible. Yeah, so much pressure.
you gotta ride it out, you know, you gotta like be nonchalant about it, you gotta be like,
Oh yeah, I totally would have won that prize for you if I tried hard enough. You know. Hi Shay.
so like hello. I think like, yeah, like an arcade date would be fun because it's like you're both being physical, you know, you're both getting to know each other, and it's just like a fun like atmosphere, you know. It's like yeah, so it's because I think like when you do something physical with someone, that is such a weird way to say it. But
Yeah, I
when
was
you
like,
when you do something-
So when you guys write this down, whenever you do something physical with someone, yes, continue.
yeah. When you do something physical with them, it kind of like brings you closer because I think like talking,
You're not wrong. When you do something physical
Yeah.
with another person, you do get a little bit closer.
Yeah,
Usually,
yeah.
most of the time.
yeah, so like, you know, for example, if you take that, like if you were to go to like the movies, or like you like, I guess grab a coffee, like that's fine, but I feel as though like you wouldn't really talk straight away. It would take a while. I feel like when it's like something that, for example, like in an arcade, you'll have like a pool table, right? And you tell them like, oh, why don't we do this, right? And you kind of like lay it down for them. And then it's like, if they say like, oh, I don't really know how to play, you know, you kind of like do the thing where it's like, oh, let me help you, let me teach you, you know. And it's like when you do that, it makes them feel like a bit, it makes you like, it both makes you come closer because it's like if they let you, they'll, you know, let you teach them and stuff. And I think it's like really like wholesome to do that. I think you get closer to them that way, and like you make better memories because like, you know, when you tend to create better memories in that circumstance. So I think like doing something physical on a date is pretty fun, and also like, you know, lets you get to know the person a bit more. And yeah.
Okay, so as a gym rat as yourself, would you say like taking a lady out to the gym as a date, is that a okay or no?
I think like I would definitely like ask them if like they're interested in like going to the gym.
But you
But I
wouldn't
think,
treat it
like,
as dates.
I don't think I could treat. I think like I would like do 50-50 where it's like, yeah, it's a date, but like, you know, still like have that like locked in focus. And I think like some people can find that attractive where it's like, oh, you know, they have a goal in mind, or it's like, yeah. So and then it's like if they see that and they also want to get involved, you can kind of like help them as well. And then that way you kind of both like have something going, and then like they could like potentially start asking you for advice. You know, you kind of build a conversation based off it, and if you're like really passionate about it, it will come naturally. And so it's like so then it's like the gym isn't really the date, it's more like a catalyst for you to like get closer to each other, like start talking more, being more comfortable around each other and stuff like that.
Nice. I like it. I like it. You know, that's actually really cool. I think that's actually really fun. I like that kind of
To each their own,
mindset.
to
You
each
know?
their
There's to each his own, obviously. You know, a lot of girls will want to like be like dress up all nice and fancy and then go straight to a gym as their first date. You know, but if they like, if you guys both like to go work out, and you say, hey, do you want to go work out with me? Like that's kind of considered as a date, but
Yeah.
obviously you guys both know what you guys getting yourself into. So, like, yeah, I agree. I can see that point of view. Cool, awesome. Next question for you. Next question is that what is the thoughts that went to design your models? Let's talk about your model for a little bit. So you have this like suave kind of like mobster look to you, but you're also a mad scientist, right?
I guess like the thought of it was more so like it was a bit hard because like I feel like a lot of people do have like, you know, the typical look where it's like a suit, you know, very like formal wear. But I think like it kind of like because it like the thing is, at first I was like thinking like, okay, so it's a mad scientist, do I go for like a really like scrawny, chaotic, like, you know, insane to like the core, like doesn't care about anything, just obsessed with like chaoticness, right? Or do I go for like something like juxtaposed, like the opposite of it?
Yeah.
And I felt like when I was thinking about it, like the latter came in, where I felt as though like it, like, you know, at this, like from the looks of it doesn't really like ring like insanity. It's more like, okay, like very approachable like person, you know, very, you know, very gentle, but then it's like a facade where it's like it's just it's like, okay, it's like, I guess like gentleness masked over like the craziness that comes with it. So that was like the main thought behind it, where I didn't want it to be like, okay, so you can tell from the get-go it's a mad scientist, right? So that was like what I really put into it. I think the color scheme was like the hardest.
Yeah.
Because I felt like red was like such a prominent thing to like everyone, and it was either that or like pick out like different colors which would make sense.
I feel like white is like the most generic like
Yeah.
scientist kind of color. That like there's actually even psychology tests that's done on people who like just put on lab coats, and people automatically assume he's a doctor. So like some people walk around like universities in lab coats with a clipboard and told them that they need to do these, like if they can contribute to a like a scientific research, but they're not scientists in any way, shape, or form. They're just random students. Like white is usually the automatically given that if you wear a white coat, it usually means that you're a doctor of some kind.
True, yeah. I think like like I think the issue was like, because like that was a like that like was a thought, but I felt as though like it didn't fit the like, how to explain it, the genre.
Yeah,
because it's like
the fantasy.
if I was to go for like a very like, I guess like modern or cyberpunk look, it would probably be like white or something.
Yeah.
But like I had to like lean on more of like a fantasy feel, like how, like what would he look like in like a fantasy, you know, environment. And I felt like red and like gold is one of those things you see a lot, and usually red also can give off like danger or like lust. So you know, those are the two, like, yeah, those are the
Lust.
two. So it's like what I tapped into, because I felt like red like really popped with the gold. So
It does look really good.
I think
I like the design.
Oh, thank
I like
you.
the design. It's really cool.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Hello, spooky girl. Lust. Yeah, as soon as you mentioned lust, spooky girl goes, "Oh, hi. What's up? You call. Good to see you. Hello, spooky." But no, I agree with that. Do you have any cool, fun toggles that I show off?
One of them is, can I do this?
Oh, look, have some tea. Is it? Are you not British without your little tea?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, yeah. No, like one of the biggest like oh shit, one of like the biggest. Apologies for swearing. I did not mean to say that.
You can swear. It's totally.
No, I think yeah, the tea one was pretty fun. It's honestly like the whole reason why I added it was like because of the whole Britishness and just tea in general is so
Yeah,
yummy.
that's why I have a gun for mine.
Oh, you have a
American.
gun.
No, I don't. I'm just messing with you. I don't have a gun. I just thought it'd be funny to mention that because, you know, British people with a T, Americans with guns, you know. Just
Oh
making fun of
goodness.
just making fun of my own culture. It's funny.
But yeah, no, it's yeah. I'd say
Anything
that's
else?
like pretty much
Any
like
other
my
toggles
style.
you want to show off?
I mean, there's it's like is that
Is that like a collar? Jeez, okay, go for it. I now know your content a little bit more and the kind of fans you drag to your, or they drag you to your content. I see that. It's just teasing. I love it. Go for it. Ayo. I know Spooky Girl's like, ayo. Guys, go check him out. Because apparently he has some very interesting content. You might see him in only vampires, only zombies, only scientists. You know, so like, they just want dude. All right. I love it. Oh, that's cool. What is your favorite part about your own design?
I would honestly say the hair. I think
The
like,
hair looks really cool. I like the different colors.
yeah, it was really difficult to the hair because I feel like it was either going for like an all black look or like either an all white look or just like an all red look, and I felt like it's very like I feel like a lot of people have like, you know, like the hair is just one like shade or like different shades, but it's like one color, and I felt like just merging all them together would look really interesting, and it kind of like makes it pop a bit more where it's like, oh, you know, like it makes it look very contrasting, which like has a more like crazed look to it where it's like, okay, it's like different portions and everything. So
I like it.
yeah,
Adds a little
thank
bit to it. And again, it brings out your eyes a little bit because even though it's kind of hard to see your eyes, it's really cool to see like the yellow part of it. It's really cool. I like it a lot. Cool. Next question. Let's go into the VTube community a little bit. What's your thoughts on the VTube community as a whole?
I think the VTuber community is very, very like supportive of one another. I think like it's very like wholesome and, you know, sweet to see like a lot of people supporting each other when even like some people who don't even like interact with each other, you'll still see them supporting each other. You see a lot of like uplifting like tweets and messages and stuff, which is really lovely because like obviously because of the oversaturation, you know, like it's very like, and some people feel like as though they're not like the best, and it's understandable to feel like that. And it's really nice to see like people like, you know, send messages out saying like, you know, you're worth it, you know, you mean a lot, you know, keep trying. And it's really cute. And like I think what the other thing about it is, you know, like people throwing out like different like tips and advice to like help one another, like, oh, like this worked for me, like maybe it can work for you. And it's really nice to see like people supporting each other in various ways, and it makes you feel like you're part of a community that's really, really thoughtful of one another. It's very close knitted, you know, even though like there's a bunch of people who are doing it, but it genuinely feels like a close knitted like community sometimes, where it's like people looking out for each other. And I think like being part of it really makes you feel like, whoa, this is genuinely like crazy, you know, like there's so many like supportive people out there. And even though, you know, there are things like spoken about where it's like, oh, it's a really bad community, this and that, but when you actually are in the community, you feel really, really like, you just feel happy that you're part of it because you're like, whoa, there's actual people that care about you who you've never even met, you know, and it's really nice to see that.
You do meet a lot of cool people. Like there's a lot of really awesome people.
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
It's usually pretty good. I always love the different interactions with everyone. So it's really nice that you have that interaction with people, and then people do enjoy you and your content. I do like that a lot. I like those.
Yeah. I think that the biggest thing I've seen is how creative people can be. It's always like fascinating and interesting to see like what ideas people come up with, you know, designs, different types of models. Like you see like not everyone has like the same like model. There are people who like kind of like tap into different like, you know, like models and stuff. Like one person can have like a generic, like not generic, but like it's very anime. Another one can have like a very like fantasy feel, which is like animated still, but it looks very different. Some people do the whole thing where it's like a 90s or 80s like, you know, Disney animation type of model, an 8-bit model. So it's always fascinating to see like what ideas people have and how they like really show it and portray it. And I think it's always like cool to see it because you see something new every single time and you're like, whoa, you know, like I never thought like, you know, that could, you know, become a thing. And it's like, it's interesting. It kind of draws you in. You're like, whoa, there's like so many creative people out there, you know, and it makes you feel happy that you're, you know, on like, it kind of pushes you to be creative as well, where, you know, if you're having like a mental block in terms of creativity, witnessing someone's creative side can kind of inspire you to be like creative, like gain ideas and insights into it, and then it pushes you to maybe like foster a new idea which you could potentially like slap onto your brand or whatever you want. So it's very intriguing to see how like people, you know, think in the community as well.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's why I always say that it's a huge support is that the VTuber community is so welcoming to new people, to like already off the bat have like free assets and like communities that will support them and teach them a few things. There's so much YouTube videos on how to get started and like how to do like bots and stuff like that. So I think that that's one of my favorite things about the VTuber community is the how like welcoming they are to everyone. It's so nice, so cool. I love it so much. It's so much. I think that's really nice. I love these kind of interactions with them and I want to see more of it, but it's always kind of interesting to see those kind of things. It's really fun. And so there are so many kinds of people who like helping new VTubers. Exactly. And I love that about the VTuber community. It's so nice. It's so cool. And I agree with you.
Yeah. I think it's like it's really nice to see that like it's not really like a community like, because when it comes to streaming, well, not every community, but I feel like sometimes like numbers like kind of get in the way of it, where you know, like a person with higher view count, they may, well, it's not like a bad thing, you know, like, but like what I've seen is like in this community, it's like no matter your view count, bigger content creators will help the smaller ones, and like vice versa. It's like, it's basically like the viewer count and stuff doesn't really matter. It's just people like coming together and actually like caring about one another, because they do like see that like, okay, we get that like you're playing a character and like a, you know, this and that, but you're still a human at the end of the day, you know, you're still a person behind it, and you know, like everyone needs help, you know, sometimes. And I feel like it's really sweet to see like, you know, big creators and small creators helping out people who just started, people who are, you know, have been doing it for maybe 5 years, who, you know, get helped by smaller creators too. So it's like really nice to see that, which I really find it like, you know, nice to see that like, oh, so like it's not really about like your viewer count, you know, what you are, you're still a person at the end of the day who sometimes might need help.
Exactly. No, which is really nice. I think those are the kind of things you want to talk about when it comes to like getting people into it, because that is something that's really nice to think about when it comes to the VTuber community. I always love talking about this. Excuse me, sorry, sneezed. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
I'm allergic to positivity. No, not positivity. Too much good stuff is going in the world. Oh my god. But no. But you know, I do 100% agree with that. That's actually really, really, honestly, like one of the best things about the VTuber community. So I think it's always good. It's always good. It's really good. Next question for you. That is, who are some VTubers you like to collab with or work with someday?
Ooh.
Big or small?
I think. See, the thing is,
Because
I do
you
collab.
mentioned you're really shy, so it's kind of interesting to see who you would like to.
yeah. I am really bad at reaching out to people. I would say like collabing wise, I probably do it a bit more this year. Like it's like on the one of the things I really want to get into because I barely do it. I think if I was to collab with VTubers, it'd probably be like, honestly, like I don't really know. You know, like I feel like there are so many. Like I don't really know. I actually have no idea. Yeah, I mean, I don't really mind about like the size of them. I think like as long as you really like get along with them perfectly fine, then like you're fine to collab with them. I've always had this thing where it's like if I like collabing with a person I just met is a bit difficult because I feel as though like I don't really know them and I may not understand their humor and stuff, and like you don't really know the person fully, and I feel like it's harder to collab with them because of that. But then it's like when you do know the person and you know how they are, the humor they have, what type of jokes, you know, this and that, like how you are with them, I think it's like easier to like collab with them. And because of that, I really don't really mind about like the size. I feel like I've never really like cared too much about the size of the VTuber because, you know, at the end of the day, if I really get along with them, that's all that matters. So
If you can vibe with them, as long as you vibe.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
I like the vibe. The vibes are good. The vibes. And I totally agree with that 100%. As long, it doesn't matter if they're big or small. If you have fun with them and like to hang out with them, that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
I totally agree. I totally agree. It's really cool. Awesome. All right. The next question. I like this question. You had a little bit of a hard time with it last time, but I think you can probably figure out something for you. What's the behind the scenes part of VTubing that most people don't realize?
Ooh, I think like behind the scenes, I think like the biggest, sometimes like what I don't think people realize is that like I wouldn't really say VTubing is difficult or streaming is difficult. I think like constantly like having that energy is a bit hard because if you're a person who has like a really low like a short social battery, and you tend to get quiet after a while, I think that's like the big thing about it, where at the start of the stream you'll be all jumpy and like ecstatic and excited and, you know, bubbly, and then like near the middle you kind of start to slow down a bit. You don't really talk as much, and near the end you're kind of like, I guess, pushing yourself to talk a bit more. I think like when you start off, like a lot of people are like, okay, so if I keep talking I should be fine, but I feel like it's the energy that comes with it, because if you're very low in energy and you're not speaking as much, I think it's going to really start taking a toll on you, where you're like, oh, like, you know, my energy's running low, I'm not really being like entertaining. And I feel as though like it shouldn't like dictate your like stream, because, you know, like there are a bunch of YouTubers out there who aren't really like jumpy or bubbly and stuff, and I feel like it's okay to like kind of like run low in energy, like obviously like, you know, like social battery and stuff like that. So I think it's like fine to like understand that you are human, you know, you are just a person who like is gonna have like feelings and like I guess the concept of being burnt out, and like really like, you know, like at one point you're like, okay, like I'm kind of starting to like run low, so I'll probably just like be quiet and stuff. I think like if you talk about that openly, people will understand it, because, you know, you're not like Superman where you can do everything, you know. So it's like, I think like a lot of people need to start realizing that, like, you know, you're not really a product, you're just a person. So, you know. So I'd say like if people understood that a bit more, they would like feel like more happy to like continue streaming, because like a lot of people do give up because of that, and I feel like people need to realize that a bit more, that like, you know, just, you know, you don't be like too harsh on yourself. So that's what I'd say.
Yeah, no. Oh, and I totally agree with that, guys. I think that's actually really reasonable and understandable. So I think it's definitely something you need to kind of keep in mind about, because some people can pull it off. And like for me, like when I see people do it like 9 hours straight, that's such an insane like talent to have. Like, oh my god, it's crazy to be able to do that. But I'm definitely the kind of person that like a lot more high energy in the very beginning, but then as time goes on, I kind of brittle a little bit. I've gotten better, but usually 2 to 3 hours is usually my max. After like 3 to 4, 5, 6 hours, I'm just like exhausted. Like, oh my god, because a lot of people don't really realize that that's a lot of work that goes into being a content creator. All the energy you had to come up with, being like having lights blaring at your face the entire time, you know, it's a lot to go into it. A lot goes into it. So yeah, it's definitely something to consider when it comes to VTubing and just streaming in general. So I definitely agree. It's like making friends super scary, but when you get along with them, you can just beat each other as much as possible and as much as you want and still laugh about it. Yes, because that's what we do as friends, right? Beat each other up. Right? That's what you do with your friends, right? It's not a weird thing, right? It's totally not.
No, it's pretty normal.
Yeah, totally normal.
Please,
please, hopefully, because if not, then man, freaking jeez.
I feel like
might have to talk about my friends.
I feel like when you're like really close to someone, it's like the friendship goes from being really nice to each other to being like you both like kind of be mean to each other, but in like a really lighthearted way. Like it's like banter, you know? It's like you go back and forth. It's like your guys' way of like showing each other like, you know, I still care about you, you know, I'm like comfortable, you know, like I'm very comfortable with you to the point where like you can take the piss out of me and I can take the piss out of you. I think that's how like friendship works for me. Like I feel like when I first start talking to people, I'm really nice to them and they're nice to me. But then I feel like as the friendship goes on, like you both start to feel comfortable where you now like you also be nice to each other, but you kind of do like, you know, bully each other with like love and friendship. And it's like it's basically like a way. Yeah.
I remember seeing funny like jokes of like, oh yeah, it's best with them. Like the guy's an a-hole. Yeah, that guy's an a-hole. But then as soon as someone else says, yeah, you're an a-hole, the friend's like, what? You just call my friend? And then he's like to beat him up. Like, no one calls my friend an a-hole other than me, you know. This is the kind of funny stuff like that. I like that. That's right, Tricko. That's what friends do. Okay, good to know. Because if not, I might have to talk to my friends again. That sounds different. That's so true. That's a benefit of VTubing though. Low energy people can make their characters based off on that. So it's playing the role exactly. Some of the really super chill VTubers who just have really chill vibes, and the VTuber models kind of express that too. So I totally see that too. That's why everyone needs someone like me. Bring the fun when things are quietly down. Exactly, Viku. Exactly. We always love you, Viku. We always love you. But you know, I totally agree with that. There's definitely something that you need to consider as a content creator. Because if you're not really that much of high energy, that's definitely needs something you need to either train up or embrace. You know, it's one of those. Yeah,
exactly.
So I like that. Next question for you. That is, what is next? What would you like to see in your content creation journey go? I know you talked about maybe rebranding, maybe see how it goes, but hitting partner, you know, what's next for you?
I think like the next thing would probably be, to be honest, I think like doing more voice acting things integrated into streaming is like a big thing for me. It's just that like it's very hard to like sometimes like how would you do it, you know? It's like okay, so how would I like add that into this, because it's like you have to really think about it.
Here's
like,
a Chalmerdine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a lot of voice actor like VTubers like to do. Is it has a child redeem where a chat will redeem like you like be a mobster for 10 minutes or like be SpongeBob SquarePants for 5 minutes, something like that. You know, like you can change up your voice a little bit depending on what chat redeems. You know, and you have to do it on the fly, kind of stuff. Or you can play as a character, like I mentioned, as the Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing, where you can play as kind of like a character kind of thing. And me being a maid outfit, it's not a character. It's not how that works. But yeah, I feel like that would be difficult to try to do, but I feel like you can pull it off. I feel like you pull it off.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I think that's like the biggest one for me.
I definitely go in like what's it called? Shoot, what's that website where like a lot of like independent voice actors go on to? Fiverr? Yeah, Fiverr.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you go do some Fiverr and do some gigs. That way you can get some like resumes out there, you know. You'd be surprised. You might be on a nice little indie game.
It is a dream, honestly. I think voice acting is like one of the biggest dreams because it just sounds so I'd say like yeah, it does sound stressful because you know you're going to be using your voice like pretty much the entire time and etc. But I think it's like the outcome that's really rewarding where it's like oh whoa, like I made this character come to life, you know, this and that, and like and then on top of that you feel like you're part of something which is like going to bring happiness to people, you know, because games, anime, various other things, it like brings happiness to people, and if you're like a part of it you feel happy because you know you're making other people feel happy. So I think it's like
everyone likes
a
happy.
really rewarding thing.
Everyone likes to be happy too, so I think this is really good. I like that. You can have fun with it. Have fun with it. As long as you have fun with it, that's all that matters. I think that's good. Nice. I like it. All right, you ready for the last question of the night?
Yes.
Actually, I think Viku did a spin. Before I do that, let's do a Viku spin. I'm pretty sure I haven't done your spin right, Viku. I don't think so. I think I did pasta, but I didn't do Viku spin. You gotta do the Viku spin, obviously. Yeah, okay, cool. So, yeah. We haven't done Viku spin. Alright. So, this is a fun one for you. Nice, easy one. Are you a cat person or dog person?
Oh, this is hard. I would have to say I think honestly cats are yeah
I love cats.
They're
Cats my
really-
favorite.
they're so cute, man. They're so adorable.
I'm definitely more
Like
of a
little
cat person.
babies.
Little babies.
Yeah,
I like that. I like
dogs
that.
are pretty cute too.
Yeah.
I just feel like cats are like
Easier to maintain.
The-
Stuff like that.
yeah, the way they act is very, it's like they come to you for affection and then when they don't want it they just disappear.
Yeah, just leave. But dogs always want attention. They always want to do it.
Yeah, high maintenance too.
Yeah. So it really just depends. Yeah, I totally can see that. I like cats too. I'm definitely more of a cat person. And because Viku, we missed out your spin, we'll give you another free one. Okay, we'll give you a free spin. Because why not? We treat our mods well here, apparently. Fine. So here's a kind of a two-parter. Do you consider yourself as a indie VTuber?
Ooh. Yes, 100%. 100%.
Cool. What would you do if you were approached by a agency to like join their agency? How much would you sacrifice your own like model and their brand to join the agency? Would you completely remove it, get rid of it to join the agency so that they give you a new persona? Or would you want to only join the agency if you can stay the way you are now and just join in on it? Or would you never even want to join that?
I think like joining an agency was like, when I first started, it was like something that like I kind of had as a goal where it was like hitting partner is like a really big goal, you know? But then like the thought of like joining an agency was like fairly like up there, but like I knew like it wouldn't, like it would either be like eventually like maybe I do join one or I don't, and I'm like, oh, fair enough. But I think like I think joining an agency and then having a completely different persona is probably something that like I would be very open to, because the thing is that like joining an agency with my already existing persona / brand, that would be scary, because it's like how much do what bit do they get, you know? So like that's the scary bit. And like what's worse, I guess, is it's like something I built myself beforehand, and then like having a company kind of have a bit of the ownership is a bit like interesting. Like I would feel a bit like a bit sad, because it's like, oh, so like I kind of have to give away like something I worked hard for. It's either going to like kind of like push me up a bit, or maybe it's going to like maybe I lose it or something.
Yeah.
So I think it's like the scary thing about that.
Risk.
So
Risk.
yeah, the risk, like you kind of have to like, it's like a thing where you don't know if like the risk to reward ratio is going to be like is it gonna work out like with the stuff that's happened already, you know? So it's like
especially
kind of
what happened recently.
yeah, so you kind of feel a bit like interesting, like you're a bit more hesitant. I think it's like nowadays people are very hesitant because it's like, how do I know this is gonna like really work out, you know? So I think like joining an agency under a completely different persona is probably the side I would go with, because it's like you get to do a whole different, like you get to basically start fresh with a whole persona, which you can kind of like, it lets you be creative again in a different way. So like now it's like I can use like ideas from the past on this, and maybe I can like develop those or like completely come up with something new. And I think it really like, it's really like, that's the fun with it, where it's like, okay, so now I can be something completely different. And yeah, like people change over time too, so I think yeah.
Cool. No, I agree with that 100%. I think is something you gotta kind of consider, because is a gamble. You know, you either want to join the agency because you want to support the resources they can provide to you, and maybe even get a little bit of a connection between the other agents who will be a part of it as well. And then if you want to, and then depending on how much it grows, you just grow your own audience alongside with them. Now, what they benefit is that they bring upon your brand and your community over to their side, and so then they can see those new kind of wave of people. So like, if you don't think that it's going to benefit you and your brand, your community, you join the agency, there's probably no reason to join it. Because if you're an indie and you're doing as well as you're doing already, there's really no point in doing, you know, agency unless they can benefit you, you know, because they benefit automatically from just having access to your brand, and your community will follow you to their side. But if you don't have anything to benefit from them, what's the point of joining an agency, you know?
Yeah.
Like a good example of this is like Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse, to my knowledge, is not in an agency anymore. But if she joined any agency, it wouldn't really benefit her ever, because she's so massive and so big that would only benefit the agency she goes into. She already has probably an agent and a manager that helps her support all her stuff. She doesn't really need an agency. She doesn't need that resources or the support. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's more like people usually join agencies because it does give them like that foothold or like the boost to kind of like, you know, be more like put out there. Because, you know, if you're indie, it is very hard to like kind of find your place, and I guess and like really push yourself out there, because there's like so many people. And I think with agencies, it's like, okay, so this can potentially boost you, but then it's like, if something happens to the agency, because you're kind of a face of the agency, it does put you at a risk too. Which it, you know, not all the time. I mean, it depends on the circumstance, but like, you know, it is a thing up there. So I think
I agree. Something you gotta consider, guys. You gotta consider if you want to become an indie or not. Some people want to become an indie and do a really good job to get to that level. Some people don't want to at all. So it really depends. Oh, you didn't see that. Yep. See, yeah, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. There was nothing. There was no clown nose up there. There was no clown. You didn't see it. You guys didn't see it. You guys looked away. I know you guys looked away, but you guys didn't see it. Ha ha ha. See, no, honey, you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. The Hong Kong. No. There's nothing. We are not gonna make our lovely scientist a clown. It's not how he works. No, he's too manly for that. He's too manly. Don't do that. All right, ready for the last question of the night?
Yeah.
Awesome. This is one of my favorite questions to ask. I ask this question to every single VTuber in my show, and the question is: do you have any advice to share to inspiring VTubers or fans watching you today? Oh, why you? Oh.
I think like, I'd say just do it. I think like that's the biggest advice I can give is
Do it.
Like, just do it. Like, you don't really have to like have like a lore video, you know, like a whole pre-debut thing, like a, you know, like spend a massive amount of like money
It's
into
a very
it.
common thing to say.
Yeah,
I
you
am
can
also
just
the
like.
exact same thing. I asked the
I'd say
same
just-
question to her too, and so like
Wait, really? You asked Iron Mouse that?
yeah. So I was
Whoa.
yeah, in a way she's on my show. Not really, but what happened was that she was at a panel at Anime Expo, and we did a meet and greet, so we were able to ask her questions. I was able to ask her this question to her when she was there, and so in a way she was on my show. I had Iron Mouse on my show.
Sheesh.
No, right? So
That's
you,
actually cool.
no, right? So amazing. So she
Oh my
does
goodness.
say it's similar. Well, you finish what you say. Finish what you say.
Yeah, so literally just do it. Like you don't have to like spend a massive amount into like debuting and stuff. You can just like, get it pre-made and set up stuff like really quickly, and then honestly just hit go live and start talking and do whatever you really want, because like from there you'll start to like slowly build confidence. You'll build a small community, and then from there you'll progress like further and further, and then by the time you're like, oh, like okay, so all I had to do was, instead of like, because I've realized a lot of people hold back where they tend to like spend a massive amount, like getting art, a model, etc. You don't really have to do all that. You can just jump straight into it, and it's like the case of like, if you do want to do VTubing, try it out first and see if it's like right for you, and then if you don't like it, then you don't have to do it. But if you do enjoy it the first time and you want to continue, just continue, keep doing it. Slowly from there you'll gain new like ways to like do stuff, like how to do this and that, like what more can I change. It's all about the growth. It's like it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a while to really get there. So I'd honestly say just start like just start when you're really ready. And even if you're not ready, I feel like even if you're feeling a bit like scared, do it and see what happens, because 9 out of 10, like 10 out of 10 times, like you might be like, you like when you do it, you'll feel like, whoa, this is actually really fun, and you don't really have anything to be scared about. So I think honestly just do it, really.
No, I agree. I think you should do it. Just do it, guys. Just do it. Don't make your dreams be dreams. Just do it.
Exactly. Like Shia said.
Yeah. Gotta be a little buff. You need to be like the LaBeouf. Be a little buff. Definitely. I love it.
Exactly.
But no, that's actually still really great advice. I think people are so stuck on, they had to wait until they get all the pieces together. They need to make sure everything's just right. They need to start in November because that's like where the holidays is. So no, just
Yeah.
start now. Start as you can, just to get the experience up, try it out, and then as you progress with your talent and your content, a little bit more time has come, then you can do that. Then you can start actually investing. So I agree. I definitely agree a little bit. Well, that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for answering all my questions. That was a
Thanks so much.
blast. Of course, it was great having you.
No, you.
You're such a flatterer, I appreciate. But thank you so much for answering all my questions. I had a great time. I love what you had to say. I love the different insights of everything. And I love your model. Your model is so sick, so cool. I
Oh,
love
thank you, man.
Of course.
I love yours too.
Oh, well, my actual model, not my face cam.
I'd say both.
So you see, I use this model too sometimes, guys. It's very high maintenance.
Sheesh.
Very high maintenance.
The
To
rigging is
wash it,
insane.
right? Is RTX Arn VTuber? That's what it is. It's very high maintenance. You have to clean it. You have to feed it. You have to drain it every now and then. It's too much maintenance. I don't recommend it.
goodness.
I don't recommend anyone do it. Tell us who you commissioned. I know, right? Commissioned my dad and my mom. Literally blood, sweat, and tears went to me. That's what pretty much is. And thousands upon thousands of dollars. It takes
my
forever.
goodness.
It took to almost 34 years to get it to this level. It's crazy. Crazy.
Sheesh.
But yeah, that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for answering every single one of them. Where can people find you, by the way?
Twitch.tv/JosukeJo.
That is definitely one
And-
place. You're right.
Honestly, yeah, that's pretty much like the only place that like I'm fairly active on. I'd say.
Yeah, go check him out on streams. Go see how he is. He's playing through the Resident Evil games I'll love to see if he eventually
It's so
plays a
much
Fatal
fun.
Frame. It's so much fun. I love Resident Evil. Are you excited for Code Veronica?
Oh, definitely. Oh my god, when I
Yes.
saw that, I was insanely happy.
So good. I'm super excited for it to play it. I'm super excited for it. So that's gonna be a really cool time. It's a really cool time. Awesome, awesome. Well, I always like to give my first raid suggestion to my guest here. So anyone you'd like us to raid?
Do you want me to send it to you in DMs or?
In the Twitch, please. I mean, not Twitch. Discord. Discord. Send me to Discord.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, no. Thank you guys so much for joining in. You guys all freaking amazing as always. Go check out this lovely mad scientist and see how he goes does his things. Can you do that voice change again?
Oh my god, yeah, sure. Anything for you.
What the frick? That's so crazy different. Like I don't know why, but like that voice is so different than what you said. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys
It's
all
so-
heard that, but it was so cool. So cool.
It's so amazing to be on here. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate it.
It doesn't even sound like
Insanely.
you. Like it sounds like it's interviewing a completely different person. What the frick? That's so cool. That's so cool. But yeah, go check him out. He's going to be an amazing voice actor in the future. Definitely amazing cool
Aw.
stuff that he does. And he's very talented. Very talented. Wonderful. Gotta go for Daddy Dom to a submission himbo. I know, right? All the great things. All the great things. Oh, we're going to check out PNG Tuber. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. He's playing Resident Evil as well. Go check him out. He's like a little sheep YouTuber. Go check him out and give him all the support. Let's go support the sheep, guys. Support the sheep. Support the sheep. You'll support them and show off all our content. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Of course, if you guys haven't yet, you guys also can follow me. I do these VTuber interviews each and every week. We get to know a brand new VTuber. So if you like to check out me and my content, you can also do that. But go check out him and his amazing content too. Definitely see what he does.
Oh, thank
Until
you.
then, I hope you guys all have yourself a very nice day. Don't leave Discord yet, okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.